All right, we are live. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Let's get ready and get into it. Hope everyone had a good long weekend. The markets were closed for Thanksgiving over the two Thursday and Friday, so we didn't really have any action on Thursday and Friday. It has felt so long. It's felt like forever that the market's been closed. 4 days in a row, which is unusual. We're back Monday morning, 1st of December, brand new month. Welcome, guys. Hope you all had a lovely weekend, extended weekend. Hope you made use of the holidays. We're going to get into the charts in a minute. We have had a catalyst today, and that is the Japan carry trade. Japanese bond yields have risen quite sharply today, and that has led to a sell-off in risk assets. Is the yen carry trade. Japan the government have basically said they're going to raise rates in this December meeting. I think it's on the 18th or 19th of December. So it looks like the Japan are going to raise rates probably by 25 basis points. So the cheap yen is no longer as cheap. So that's putting pressure on risk assets. So the yen carry trade is when the yen was really weak, and people borrowed cheap yen to buy US assets that appreciated in value. So they were profiting from the arbitrage. That's the trade, and Japan is a big buyer of US treasuries and US stocks. Okay, so they are a big holder of US stocks and treasuries, and because of that, because of the cost of money is increasing in Japan, we could see an unwind in risk assets in the United States. So that's basically the theory behind why the yen carry trade is such a big factor in the markets. Okay, so that today is putting a lot of pressure on risk assets. It's putting a lot of pressure on risk assets. The catalyst is active today, so we have to be very careful, because we could get a massive drop today. We could get it, so we have to be in capital preservation mode. We have to be nimble, quick on our feet. We have to be defensive today. Okay, so because New York could well sell off today. All right, New York could well sell off. Markets already pre-market. You can see from crypto's reaction, Bitcoin is down over 5% from the reaction that we've got, because obviously crypto trades 24/7. Investors are pulling assets out from pulling liquidity out from Bitcoin, so that could continue into equities during the New York session today. So we have to be very careful, because that catalyst is still here, and until the markets price that in, we could get some downward pressure on the market. The market will price in the yen carry trade, but when it happens is anybody's guess. So generally speaking, you do see some form of a movement to the downside and unwind. So that could happen. Not ideal timing, because we all want a Christmas rally. We want a nice bull market to trade, for the remainder of the year. But it's hanging on Imbalance right now. I would say probably a 50-50 chance of getting a end of year rally The good news is the Fed are probably going to cut, so that could offset the bad news in the Japan carry trade thing. So that is a bullish catalyst. So we do have bullish catalysts with the Federal Reserve, and I think for that reason, I do think we could get an end of year rally. I think we could get a Christmas rally today, this month. Anyway, so it's the first of the month, so a long way to go. Let's jump into the charts, have a look what's going on. So on that news, you can see a pretty large drop that we had. All right, pretty large drop on Nasdaq futures. Markets trying to recover here, trying to hold this pivot. Whether it does or not is anybody's guess. We will see. I do favor some more downside. I don't think this is going to be a day where we're going to see a big rally from here. I don't see that happening. However, nobody knows, right? Markets are really random. Anything can happen, but the probabilities of this selling off today is higher than this thing rallying. Okay. Hi Ruth, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. I have done some of my pre-market analysis today. We have a lot of support in here. We have a lot of support today because we are still in positive gamma environment. VIX is still below midpoint, so we are still okay to support this market. Okay, we are still good to support. Hence I will be buying some dips today if we get them. If I see the trade, I will take the trade. Okay, we cannot be scared. If we can downsize, because obviously catalyst is active today. But if you see your trade, you cannot you can't be scared of going in and trading. That doesn't mean going oversized or go crazy, but we're gonna have support in here. All right, so obviously we have ended the month of November, so I have used levels from the previous month as well from the volume profile. Those are very important levels. We're going to get plenty of support from those levels. They become less important as the month of December will go on, but we are just starting the month, so those are going to be very relevant levels, and those levels right now are right here. Okay, so I will pull up the previous week levels and the previous month levels. A little bit confusion, a lot of lines here on the chart, but I have a game plan, and that's the point of having a pre-market game plan. Okay, you come into the market, you have a plan, and you try your best to try and stick with that plan. Okay, so my first level on the chart will be for a possible long trade will be here. Okay, around this 25 130 level. I'll be looking for a quick bounce back into range here. If we don't get that, then my next level will be down towards here, which is a gamma exposure level and a previous month naked low volume node. All right, that will be my second trade. And the good thing is these levels are spread out. What I don't like to see is when two levels are very close together, because you don't know then whether to go small here and add again, and have a cost basis, an average cost basis, or step out and step back in. That becomes a very challenging trade when two important levels are like 50 points spaced out, because normally my stops are around 40-50 points. So when the two levels are 40-50 points, you're like, which one do I take, right? That becomes very challenging as a trader. So the good thing is we are around from here to here, we're like 100 points, 100 point gap. So what I could do is, I can pop along here, 40 points stop and get out of the way if this starts to move aggressively down, and then hit it from here again. Okay, that's the idea. That's why I like that. All right, welcome guys to the chat. Thank you all for joining. Right now the market is trying to bounce back at the previous week value area high. This is going to be resistance at the previous week value area high. You can see it was support. Now it's going to be resistance, previous week value area high, key level. In terms of going shorts, still not favoring any shorts. Obviously my bull bear pivots hasn't broken on ES, still in positive gamma environment. But if I do look for a short, it's probably going to be a lot higher up if the market ends up rallying to 448. That will be the level I'll be looking for a possible move to the upside. Voice isn't audible. What does that mean? What does it mean by your voice isn't audible? Sorry, I'm not quite understanding what that means. You mean you can't hear my voice? Everyone in the chat, is the audio okay? Can everybody hear me? It seems okay. All right, I think it should be okay. Okay, market is trying to rally. We do have some news today as well. We've got the S&P PMIs at 9:45, and then we've got the ISM manufacturing at 10. So those are some important news events. We've got Powell after market close. So yeah, hopefully I'll get my setup after PMIs, after 10 o'clock today. That's what we ideally want. After the news, we can get the dip. ES is also the same. ES has a lot of gamma levels here. If somehow ES gets out of here and rallies, the next level would be this previous month LVN. I'd expect a reversal back up to here for a possible short trade, and you can see this is the imbalance that the market will try and repair on ES, and same with NQ. The market is trying to rally. Maybe there is some news. Let's take a look. NVIDIA to launch AI factory lab in France. HPE expands NVIDIA AI computing by HPE. So some NVIDIA news is helping the market rally a little bit here. The market is pointing in a lot of support here. It would be pretty crazy if we just rallied from here. That would be pretty crazy. That would be against all odds, in my opinion, especially with what's going on in the news right now with the Japanese yen carry trade. I think there's gonna be some downward pressure today on the market. So if we lose, guys, if we lose this level, yeah, you're gonna get a pretty sharp drop, in my opinion, all the way from here to here. This will be your next support. We have support all the way down, but from here to here, we're just going to be completely out of the market. From here to all the way down to here, that's another 137 points. We'll just completely be on the sideline. We'll not be touching it from here to here. Staying patient. So first trade, I'll be trying along here with smaller size. These better pivots, obviously, the more it sells off, the higher the probability of a reversal becomes. So these pivots become more likely at that stage. So I'd go heavier the lower we get. All right, so I'll go light here, and then heavier in these pivots down here. All right, how's everyone in the chat today? How is everybody seeing it? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Are you trading NQ? Are you trading ES? Are you trading crypto? Are you trading gold, guys? What are you trading? Market will be opening in 10 minutes. Snacking on some nuts, guys. Trying to keep as healthy as possible. I started eating chocolate. I figured eating nuts is a lot healthier, so that's good. So 67% of you today are bullish. Interesting. 71% are bullish now. Interesting. 71% people bullish. Alright. How is everyone? If you just joined the stream, thank you for joining. Hope you had a good long weekend. Feels forever. Hi, Breath Hour. How are you today? Nice to see you back here. Market is opening, guys, in 10 minutes. And most of you are bullish today, which is surprising me. Maybe you are not aware that we have had some Japan yen carry trade news, but nonetheless, we have already sold off. So we have sold off. We've already swept the previous week high. So the market has swept. Esther, hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. So the market has swept the previous week high today. We are down 1.34%. Already 0.86 on the day. So I could see some of your guys' possible reasoning as to why you're bullish. I could see that. Man, you see, eating nuts, you start eating them and then you can't stop. And they say you should be eating nuts in moderation. So let's see how it goes. SPY is going to open today with a big gap down. Okay, so today's SPY half gap is going to be resistance. Zero gamma is still below, so we are in positive gamma environment. We've got big gamma level. 677 is the zero gamma, big level. We've got nothing really after that until 670. That would be a big drop on SPY. So if this doesn't hold, it could get really ugly. SPX, I don't know where it's going to open, but we've got zero gamma way down there. We're probably going to open around here somewhere in all the sticky gamma. So this could support on SPX until these options are removed. So we could get a rally and then a move back down once these options are removed. You're trading in Q. That's good. Good. And Q is a very volatile asset to trade. So QQQ is same thing. We're just above the zero gamma on QQQ. Could get really volatile once we lose that. But I'm more interested in as long as SPX stays above the zero gamma line. As long as this stays, everything in here is going to be support. All right, that's the idea. And as long as the VIX remains below midpoint, these are all going to be A+ pivots. These are all going to be A+ pivots, guys, today. Okay, even though the cat is active, the catalyst is active today with the news. So right now we're pointed out previous week value area high is resisting. Market is struggling at this level. Hello and welcome everyone to the chat. 62% people are bullish today. Interesting stuff. Hi everyone in the chat. Market is about to open in 4 minutes. We are ready. We have our plan. Okay, if you're just joining the stream, I'm looking for a long from here. Looking to cut around 40 points. Looking for a long around here again. Looking to cut at 40 points. All right. Because if we lose this pivot, we're coming all the way down. That's going to be a sharp drop in my opinion. We lose that, especially below this volatility trigger on NQ. Order flow is ready. Also, we have the order flow on our screen right now. Really really bearish. You can see. Look at this delta. Really crazy delta. The ATR is actually not massive. I expected a bigger ATR, especially with the news that we had. It's calmed down a bit, the volatility. It's crypto that's really feeling the effects of the yen carry trade. But at the open, we could easily see these late shorts get punished right before New York opens. They could get squeezed. The market could gap up pretty aggressively, take all these stops, and then come back down. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. These guys are shorting aggressively shorting right before the market opens. Usually not a good idea, but we'll see. Let's drop this down. Two minutes until market open. Let's see what happens. I'm going to remain patient. I will not be taking trade at the open today. Not with this catalyst. And we have news at 10. And hopefully we get the move that I'm looking for before 10. We might not though, to be honest. We might just how many points is this from here to here? It's like 120 points. It's probably gonna if it's gonna do it, it's probably gonna do it quite quickly. Man, I really want this trade at 10 after the news. But saying that, I don't think the news is gonna be that good. The ISM, you know, the economy is not great. You know, the ISM is just struggling, you know. Manufacturing is struggling. All right, we're open. We have open. Market is trying to rally. Excuse me. Yeah, trying to take out those shorts. You can see the aggressive print. It's going to probably likely take out this big limit order to take liquidity, as much liquidity as it can before it goes down. Still struggling here. But my guess is it's going to take this liquidity first before going down. Yeah, they're adding more orders to the order book for the short side. You can see now they're adding some longs as well. So there's a battle here between longs and shorts at the open. Now all those longs are getting absorbed. Very difficult to say what it wants to do right now. Well, it's collected a lot of longs up here. That might be it. That's all she needs for her to start sweeping, going down. Yeah, they're reloading the order book on the short side. Okay, selling off. See what Yes is doing. Same thing. They're trying to hold it. A lot of aggressive buyers. A lot of aggressive buyers here. Very, very aggressive tape. But they're not really getting rewarded. They're not really getting rewarded, getting absorbed. I do feel that these late shorts right before the market open are going to get punished. Let's see what happens. Yes, it's crashing into ping-ponging between two gamma levels right now. Market is trying to rally here. Trying to rally above the VWAP. Could get a run to half cap before pulling back. SPY doing the same thing. Market currently struggling at the VWAP. It's getting above it now. This is some crazy delta coming in from the bulls. A lot of delta coming in. Not necessarily getting amazingly rewarded for it, because I can see a lot of absorption here taking place, and there must be some iceberg orders as well absorbing a lot of this bullish delta. SPX opened at a key gamma level. Wow, and it's bouncing. SPX is trying to rally. VIX is pulling back slightly. See how the volume profile looks on the daily. Okay, so we've got the value area high, all the volume's been traded so far in today's session in between here. For me, there's no short unless market gets all the way up here. I probably still wouldn't favor a short. But I can see definitely some resistance here if the market can get up there. It's a big if. I could start selling off, especially if that news at 10 is really bad. A very aggressive longing, really aggressive. A lot of stops are going to be taken from those late shorts that open right before the open. Never a good idea, shorting the market right before New York opens. Which crazy person would do that? A short before the market opens. It's crazy. Still all positive delta, really aggressive delta, but they're not getting amazingly rewarded for it. That's one thing I would say. But the shorts, aggressive market shorts, haven't really shown anything yet. They're trying to come in here. I don't think they want longs to pull off the VWAP, because if the longs start pulling off the VWAP, that's going to be a pretty bullish sign. Right now we're rejected right off the daily value area high. Quite harsh rejection there. You can see that. Yes, same thing. Rejecting from the value area high. ES has a lot of gamma in here, a lot of sticky gamma, so it could support. Has a lot of gamma in here as well. So ES has got plenty of support. The market's starting to pull back now. First time we're seeing on the tape a lot of shorts coming in. They didn't want the market to pull from the VWAP too far away from the VWAP. They didn't, because that would have signaled some bullishness today. And I'm more leaning bearish today, to be honest. I'm more leaning bearish on this market. With the news that we've got, first day of the month, we've rallied hard last week. I think a pullback is due this week. Last week I said we're going to get volatility suppression. That's what we had. Being a short week, traders were not favoring opening of options. They were not buying options, so that killed the volatility, and the market was allowed to breathe, and we got a big rally in the market. But today, Monday, Japan have come and spoiled the party. QQQ pulling back. S&P pulling back as well. Could be a nasty drop if this gamma level is lost. We've got the gap to fill as well from Wednesday on the S&P. VIX still not going too crazy. The market NQ is selling off. ES is trying to support in here. NQ trying to hold the value area low. A lot of trading taking place in here. But I just can't see this market holding for too much longer. I think we're going to start selling off. Probably collected, yeah, it looks like we've collected enough liquidity on the longs for this to start accelerating downwards. We've taken out, probably taken out the late shorts before the market opened, and now this is going below the daily open, and Q is trying to get below the daily open. I don't think it stops there. My first area of interest is 130. Hope it happens after 10. But saying that, if that news is bad, that could really get this market accelerating towards the downside. Okay, trying to hold the low here. Market unable to decide on direction. Probably traders waiting for the news. We've got okay, we've had the S&P PMIs already. 52.2 forecast 50. That's decent reading. That's a decent number on the S&P PMIs. But I think the main one is going to be this manufacturing PMI. Forecast 48.6. The manufacturing PMI has been really struggling. 49, 48. It's been under 50 for so long. So it's the services side that's been doing better rather than the manufacturing side. The market's trying to rally on the based off the news on the S&P PMIs. So far holding the daily low. Still no sweep of the daily low. A lot of, like I said, a lot of support in here for ES. As long as ES continues to trade in here, it's going to get plenty of liquidity. It's going to find a lot of liquidity. The only way you get these position unwinds is if you start trading away from all this. We're rallying. They are rallying, guys. We are rallying right now. Still got around 12 minutes. NQ's all the way back up to Y area high. Really aggressive bullish delta coming in, really aggressive on the tape. If you look at this, could start getting really bullish, especially if that PMI news comes in. This could get really aggressive to the upside. Crypto's still getting smashed. No love for crypto so far. Really aggressive drop on Bitcoin. From 90 all the way down to 85,000 on Bitcoin. So really choppy open so far. Not a very directional move. Good for scalpers. Scalping the range so far. Looks like shorting the high and longing the low so far has been a good trade. Market is trying to hold the VWAP. Just trying to wait for news, I think, the market. I think we do have some single prints as well. Yeah, we do. a single prints that start from up to 355. They'll start from 347. So we've got some single prints here, and then we've got a big row of single prints that start at 400 all the way to 442. That would be all the way to this resistance that I said would be the only short that I'd be looking for. And nothing much. Nothing much so far. Not the big sell-off that I expected, maybe on the start of the day. I thought maybe the yen carry trade stuff may give us a really aggressive move to the downside right from the beginning. Doesn't look like that's happening. Just give me a second, guys, I'll be back. right, we're back. Market is rallying. 4 minutes until news. Market is trying to rally here. Really nice move to the upside. Taking out some single prints. $400 is the beginning of the next set of singles. It's probably where the market's going to try and trade. Still got liquidity all the way to 450s. That's where I think I'll be looking to possibly look for a short trade from there. Oh yeah, 62% of you bullish today. Might be right. I did think we're gonna sell off. Maybe it happens later, but right now market is looking all right. How about you guys in the chat? Have you traded? How's it going for most of you? You been on the right side or the wrong side of the trades today? Get up in the chat, don't be shy. Got any questions? Let me know. I have not taken a trade today. I was waiting for lower pricing. One minute to news now, guys. 1 minute until news. Or more like 30 seconds. This should bring some volume. That should bring an injection of volume into the market. Four seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. PMI 48.2. That's a miss on PMI. There you go. Once again, the market is telling us that the economy is still very weak. Still very weak. PMIs, man. How suppressed have PMIs been? I don't think you're going to see an uptick in PMIs until the money printer comes on aggressively. This economy is so reliant on money printing. Is crazy, man. That bubble's gonna, when it bursts, like really bursts, it's gonna be trouble. When money printing no longer works, what are they gonna do? There will be a time that happens. Redalio has been talking about it for a long time. Right now, doesn't look like the market cares too much about it. It's continuing to move higher. Not a big reaction from the news. Bit of a muted response. Yeah, struggling at the half gap. Half gap is going to be resistance today. SPY is past it. SPX is kind of past its gap. Now SPX is going to have support down here if it comes down. Yes, almost hit the resistance I was looking for. Market trying to sell off, it's not. Very muted selling so far. Very, very muted. And VIX is collapsing. And things starting to look more bullish than bearish. Unless VIX closes the gap and then rallies. Anything is possible here. Next 30-minute candle has opened as well. 3 minutes. Trying to sell off. The delta on this subsequent move hasn't been amazing. %62% of you bullish this morning. So going against the crowd doesn't always work, huh? You guys are smart, man. You guys are so smart. This is starting to look like it may start reversing. The tape might start reversing back down because you can see the delta on this subsequent move hasn't been super aggressive to the upside. But we've got liquidity stacked up here. Are they going to leave this liquidity? That would be a rare thing if they left the liquidity. So NQ is QQQ is rejecting from the half gap so far, struggling to get through it. But my guess is the NQ is going to go and collect that liquidity that's stacked up there. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go and take it before reversing. See, I don't know how people take breaks from trading, man. It's even 4 days away from the charts. It just, you feel like you're just a bit rusty, you know. Trading is like being an athlete. Trading is really like being an athlete. You're required to train and perform at the highest level every single day. It's the closest thing to an athlete. Athletes don't take holidays. They don't take time off apart from the break that they get, the short break. And then when they come back, it takes them a bit of time to get back into it. Get back into full speed. That's kind of how it feels right now. Four days not training, not trading. Let's see the resistance level. There's another 80 points to the upside from here. Hey, Kedok, what's going on, brother? How are you? Yeah, last week was week due to holidays, yeah. Last week we saw VIX completely collapse. You taking any trades today, kiddo? I haven't taken anything right now. 0 trades. Because I expected a bit of a sell-off. And we didn't get it. Liquidity is still stuck to the upside. A lot of liquidity there. Struggling here. Both market participants are not really aggressive. Period of sharp consolidation at this level, just above the value area high. Really bullish sign though that it's not dropped below the value area high, so this could want higher price. Because if this drop below value area high, then you're likely going to come back down. But since it's holding and it's building volume here, see that from the profile, it's a good sign for a move to the upside. We shall see though. On the liquidity is stacked over there as well. Still not crazy on the order flow. It's not super aggressive, but it's not also not very aggressive to the downside. But they could come in at any point. Aggressive shorts could come in at any point. We will see that on the order flow. Right now they haven't. Still got some single prints up there as well. Yeah, they're trying to go higher. They're trying to hold this value area high, and they're trying to clear up these single prints and go and collect that liquidity. That's what it looks like. Whereas ES are kind of doing the same thing. Oh, it's showing signs of a bit of weakness now. The S&P and NQ is showing some signs of strength, and ES is showing signs of a bit of weakness. And NQ is trying to rally here. Yeah, it's gonna go and try and take that liquidity. There's a lot of liquidity stacked there, and they're stacking more and more. You can see that. Right now, holding the value area high. If they start trading back inside value, then it could get pretty aggressive and nasty towards the downside. Some shorts coming in now. There really isn't that much limit longs in the book, to be honest. So if some aggressive shorts start coming in, they could get through these aggressive longs quite easily. Yeah, they're getting aggressive now a little bit, the shorts. As soon as shorts get aggressive, they're getting more reward because there's less limit longs stacked on the order book. They're able to slice through it faster than the longs because there's a lot more shorts stacked on the offer than there is longs on the bid. But I think if they get under this value area high, it could be very dangerous. Could get very aggressive sell-off. And we've got VWAP right under as well, 308. You get under the value area high and you get under the VWAP, that could be a very dangerous sign for the bulls. Right now they're still trying to hold. So the long trade I'm waiting for is still quite a long way, 200 odd points away. There is a possible short from here. VIX is trying to hold. ES is showing weakness here. Real weakness, trading back inside value. NQ looks like it's NQ that's dragging the market higher today. Well, right now it is. Before it was ES who was rallying. Now it looks like it's NQ. It's just a chop fest right now on NQ. Complete chop fest. Really nothing at the moment. There's no continuation when the shorts get aggressive. There's no continuation in the move down so far. So maybe the bulls are going to go and collect that liquidity to the upside and repair these single prints before giving us a move back down. That's what it looks like to me is the most likely outcome. Complete chop fest at the minute. I'll see what the stocks are doing. Bitcoin's still getting smashed. Nvidia's green on the day. Had some news selling chips in France, I believe, something like that. I read. Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google, slightly in the red. Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon, Netflix green. AMD slightly red, Coinbase getting smashed. Moderna. Remember the Moderna, the pandemic darling. Yeah, NQ's holding on. SPX is starting to come down. Yep, SPY is starting to give out. ES is starting to give out, was showing bearish signs. Started trading back inside value. Not looking good for ES. NQ is starting to sell down now as well. Are the markets finally going to give? Are they finally going to give it a rest and start trading down? Let's see. Another 0.5% on ES. NQ is still being propped up yet. The shorts are not really pressing on NQ. They're not pressing. As soon as they come in, it's like they let their foot off the accelerator. S&P 500 is trying to come down. NQ isn't. S&P 500 got rejected on the half gap. If it loses, I think this gamma level here, yeah, it's probably likely going to sell off quite hard. Yes, trading back inside value. A lot of longs just got absorbed there. We had a big surge of delta that came in. If you see on this candle, 1.4k longs came in. Completely got absorbed. Completely got absorbed. It's a good chance for the bears to step on it now. We've got some orders in the book here trying to support the longs at the VWAP. I don't think it's going to hold. Yeah, it's starting to trade inside value now. The NQ, yeah, it's starting to lose now. Yeah, back inside value at the VWAP. Now the shorts are really stepping on it. SPX is at that key level. It's trying to hold. NQ is trying to also hold. NQ is trying to hold the VWAP. Once it loses, it's probably going to be game over for the bulls. But they're holding so far, and they're trying to rally. And this kind of just looks like, well, it's going to be a slow bleed down now. You know, back up, back down, back up, back down. Slow bleed and probably start accelerating once we get to the lows. S&P 500 is holding the gamma level so far, trying to rally from it. SPY is also trying to hold its gamma level. ES also. for how long? That kind of looks like a top now on a yes. Or trade down. But my bias has been bearish today. Not the cleanest move. I did think it was going to happen at the open, but we've rallied instead. I think a lot of people, I wasn't in the trade, so I didn't get bent or I didn't win anything, but I think a lot of people were kind of coming in with my bias today. A lot of people were thinking because of the yen carry trade thing, we're going to sell off aggressive at the open market. Let's trap those people that thought that and actually shorted. Let's took them out with that rally, and now the real move is probably going to start. That's what I think is happening here. Give me a second, guys. All right, We're back. A lot of shorts are coming in, getting absorbed though on the VWAP. That's not a very good sign for the bears. But ES is starting to give. S&P is trying to hold the gamma level. I don't know how long it's going to be able to hold the gamma level, to be honest. Feel a sell-off coming. Yeah, it's trying to lose VWAP. NQ's trying to lose the VWAP now. Yeah, it's trying to sell. Here comes the selling, guys, that I was talking about. There goes the ES. NQ getting aggressive now to the downside. S&P 500 has lost its gamma level. It's lost it. Getting nasty now. All the liquidity on NQ is a lot lower. Yeah, it's getting aggressive to the downside. Oof, that is some nasty selling. Wow, there we go. There we go. There's that nasty sell. Trying to hold here. SPY double bottom, SPX double bottom as well, trying to hold. This is wild, man. This market is getting so much support. So much support. This is what I mean, man. When the VIX is low and you've got positive gamma environment, you're gonna find buyers. You are gonna find buyers, man. You are just going to look at the buyback. Oof, that's a 50-point buyback right there. That is some buying that's just coming on NQ. Man, that's crazy. Crazy level of buying right there. You're just gonna find buyers. You're gonna find buyers, man. Low VIX environment, positive gamma, you're gonna find buyers. You're gonna find liquidity in the market. It's not easy for the bears here to just continue selling. Starting to pull back again. Shorts are coming in, aggressive. Just a lot of support, just a lot of support. Doesn't look like I'm going to get a trade today. At this rate, does not look like I'm going to get a trade. Just ranging. All day just been ranging. And here, between value area low, value area high, value area low, value area high, value area low. Gonna continue being patient, waiting for the right setup if it comes. Right now we're rallying again. Bulls are back in control. Here they come. Yeah, again, really aggressive now, the bulls. VIX starting to come down again. Market starting to rally. I will likely try a short from here if we get up there. Just light size though. It's going to be a light size short. Nothing heavy on that. Oh, I try the long from here. The only concern is it may sweep these lows. If it comes down, it might sweep first before going up. I shall see. Because if it doesn't hold, I have my pivot here and then lower down. Okay, so here, short, long, long. Pretty simple plan. Just not getting anything. No deviations. There's no deviations at all so far. Just ranging. Probably gonna have to wrap up the stream soon. So still chopping in between the two areas. Maybe that was a lower high. Holding the VWAP. This is a scalper's paradise though. If you're a scalper, you're just trading value, right? You're long in the bottoms, you're short in the tops. Looks like it comes down here, you buy, it goes up here, you sell. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Just market right now. Does not know what it wants to do. Oh, it looks like ES is trying to rally, huh? Puts in a double bottom and is trying to rally. Wow, Bitcoin is just getting smashed. Oof. Down over 7%, guys. Wow. Look at Dogecoin. Wow, about to make a new low. Oof, man, this is bad, bro. For crypto, just getting absolutely annihilated. Look at Sui, Raul Pal's fucking darling, huh? It's down 75%. It's going down 90% for sure. This thing. Back towards 49 cents. Look at ETH down 9%. Crazy, ADA 10%. Oof. That was all season price target. Even Link is just getting absolutely annihilated. It looks like Bitcoin is gonna go and take that low at 80. AI coins are getting absolutely clobbered. It doesn't look like I'll be getting any trades. That's a shame that we haven't been able to execute anything today. But no trade is also a trade. Being patient is important. I'm not the one to, just randomly click buttons. There's a lot of streamers that just do that, just to get views and get people engaged. They don't even have a strategy. They're just clicking buttons. They win some, they lose some, and they end the stream without any proper explanation as to why they took the trade or nothing. No real pre-market game plan. Always deviating from plans, tilting. That's what people do, though. That's what gets. I guess that's what gets the clicks. That's what gets the views. That's what gets the engagement. That's what people want to see. They don't necessarily want to see boring trading, and this is what you would call boring trading. Keeping out of the way of danger, waiting for your pivots, for your setup that you identify pre-market, not chasing the market, not chasing the price action. This is not what we're trying to do here. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get anything. I'll probably give it another 10 minutes or so. It doesn't get any better, then I'm probably just going to end the stream. I'll come back in the PM and see if there's if anything happens. We could get this short though. We might get a possible short trade if it rallies from here another 100 points. And it's starting to rally after that period of consolidation, getting some really bullish delta. Really nice delta coming in on NQ. Doesn't look like the market's too bothered about the yen carry trade thing. Maybe that was it, the pre-market sell-off, and they don't really care. Who knows? The stock market prices things in really quickly. The market's really aggressive right now, to the upside. Really aggressive. We're still in one standard deviation of either side. Not even reached the upper side, barely got it to the bottom side. But you can see price action has been very suppressed today. a double bottom on SPX and a massive rally out. That was probably it. That was probably it, guys. That was probably it. A double bottom and rally, yeah. That's probably it. Don't think we'll be seeing these lower levels today. Bid getting reloaded. They won't higher. New 30-minute candle loading in 5 minutes. Trading back outside value area. I think possible rejection here before it goes into the new, gets new acceptance into new value before, if the market wants to go higher. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Short retrace, back up, trade into new value, and then move out. That's if the market wants to go higher. There's no guarantee it does. But right now it looks bullish. Looks really, really bullish. Still trying to rally the market. VIX is dying. Really, really bullish sign. What are the stocks doing? Yeah, stocks are trying to fill that gap. The stocks would have, most stocks open with gaps. If it gets to this zero, that means most stocks would have filled their gaps. That's probably what the market is trying to achieve here. The short trade, possible short trade would be from here. $40 points back down to here. Around a 50 point take profit. If it's gonna happen. Market is grinding higher. New 30-minute candle just open. We might get a splurge of volume to the upside to this resistance that I'm looking for a possible short trade. Buy now double topping. SPX2. It's a double bottom, double top. Not chasing the short. We'll wait until that pivot hits. If it doesn't, then I'll miss the short, and I'm okay with that. I'll give this another maybe 10 minutes before ending the stream. May just have to take this this trade off camera today if it comes later. It's getting consolidation up here, so looks like the market is holding those prices. Could just go higher from here. No immediate sell-off. Tape is still bullish. Market's trying to sell, not doing a very good job. Looking for that one liquidation candle to 450, take out stops, and then a bit of a larger drop to the downside. That's kind of thinking. It doesn't look like it's going to give it to me though. A lot of liquidity is stacked above as well. Yeah, volume's completely died off. ATR's still okay, not bad. The market's trying to reject here. Yeah, starting to trade back down. Doesn't look like I'm going to get my pivot. So I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a trade today, but that's okay. We'll come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll get something in the evening, afternoon, sorry, where you are. Yeah, hopefully I can get something in the PM session. Market's trying to sell off here, but yeah, it's just front run my pivot, so I'm not going to chase the short. It is what it is. If I don't get anything, maybe the market's just going to grind up all day, possibly. Do I coach? Nothing. No, I don't. I just do live streams. We have a Discord that you can join, but there's no coaching at the minute. No. If you tune into the live streams, you'll figure out the strategy that I'm using. But obviously, there's a lot more to it. Yeah, Discord account. Yeah, link should be in the description. Let me just put it in the chat. Hold on. Okay. Message is pinned on the chat. That's the Discord. If you got any questions, you can find me in there. Tag me. Anything you don't understand, willing to help you out. This is a different form of trading. It's order flow, it's volume profile, gamma exposure, a little bit different to a lot of stuff you see online. Doesn't mean one is better than the other. This is just my style. This is what I've always done, always traded. So a lot of stuff is mainly ICT. Been trading 4 years. 4 years. So a lot of stuff you see online these days is ICT. So this is a little bit different to ICT. All right. But yeah, it's front run my pivot. I'm not going to chase a short. Maybe they'll start selling it now. who knows? A lot of heavy shorts coming in. Yeah, no problem, Ruth. Just give me a message in the Discord. No problem. We'll answer any of your questions in there. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna end the stream there. It doesn't look like I'll be getting any of my pivots, so yeah, I'm just gonna end it there and see what happens in the PM. Thank you everyone for joining and watching the stream. See you tomorrow. Peace.